I have seen y'all comments, so it's time for a story time. I just got back in from the Bulls game. The Bulls won, so I'm feeling real good. Let's go ahead and do the story time. I'm gonna give it to y'all. Now, look, I don't know how many stories or parts this is gonna be because it is a lot, okay? This year was crazy. Now, we're gonna start with how it all started, though. My life was going great until I met this. Now, it all started in March of 2023. I met this guy. He came flying around the corner in his Porsche, looking good. Car was looking good, and I was delivering some wine because I have a wine business. If you didn't know, I'm gonna tell you about that later, too. My wine is getting dropped off to this guy who ordered some bottles. This guy in his Porsche pulls up on the side of me like, hey, babe, can I get your number? Can I take you on a date? And here goes my stupid ass. You can, yes, you can. But wait, can you buy some wine? And he's like, yeah, you sell wine? I'm like, yeah, I got my own wine company. He's like, oh, okay, that's dope. You know, yeah, give me 2 bottles. Got my stupid ass. I give him 2 bottles. He give me the money. Thank you, supporting my business, you know, blah, blah, blah. Looking like a goofy. Not knowing that this man is in a room like life. If I would have knew he was crazy, how he was crazy, I would have ran the other way. That's why, ladies, if you're dealing with an ask the baby mamas how it is, because don't lie. You got some that do though, so be cautious. But this man was just so nice in the beginning. Like, I swear, he got me, y'all. I got into a car accident just in a week of us talking. I was on the phone with him, and my car got hit by someone who ran a red light. And I could have died in that accident. My car was entirely total. Like, the windshield was cracked down the middle. Like, I was really in a bad state. I couldn't walk. My entire body was bruised up. Like, I got hit really bad. Like, I went to the trauma unit. This man went with me to the hospital in the ambulance. My mama was there. They wouldn't let him or my mama to the back of the hospital. They're like, no, you guys gotta wait. Y'all, this man did not leave my side in the hospital. When I woke up, this man was still in the hospital with me. And me just being a girl. I'm like, that's my husband. Oh my God. He's not waiting in the hospital with you. Like, I was definitely trauma bonding. And thinking back on it now, it's like, wow, I didn't see those signs because you don't even know me for real. Like, you don't know me. And don't get me wrong, it can be love at first sight, but after just a month of us dating, it started going downhill, and I should have walked away. And that's why I'm telling any young woman that's in a relationship, once you see them signs, I don't care if they yell at you, I don't care if they curse you out, they call you out your name, they break something, I don't care if it's small, I don't give a f break a limp. Leave. And I'm telling you that just from my experience, because I have always been the type of woman where I have always left. I always left the littlest thing. I had an ex-boyfriend who stopped to f me, and I left him that same day. And I got with this man, and I could not leave him. And I was like, oh my God, like, God, please. But let me get back to the story. After the car accident, he was just by my side. He never left my side. He just was there for me, like, there. And he showed up. He made sure I got to my events. He made sure that I was at my best friend's birthdays, dinners. Like, he was there. He had 2 cars. And I'm like, this man, okay, he getting his shit together. You know, this man got a trucking company. He doing his. He, in fact, did not have a trucking company. That was a lie. And I found that out later down the line. The lies just started to come out. And when I started finding out the truth, I should have walked away, and I did not. And that first month, we got into an argument, and I told him, I just want to be single. I don't think this is for me. Because I knew that I wasn't supposed to be in a relationship, especially the way that it was going, only in a month. And I stayed. And I honestly feel like a part of me stayed because of that car accident. I felt like he never left my side, so I feel like I should give him another chance. Don't feel like that. If you feel like that for any reason, if they're helping you, you can do it by yourself. I will help you. But the first time we got into an argument, I told him that I didn't want to be in a relationship no more. This man punched my TV. He punched my TV on my wall and ripped that off of my wall and stomped on that. I got up and I was like, because I was in the other room, I'm like, did you just break my TV off my wall? And he told me, and this is when I should have walked away, yeah, you don't break up with me. And I was like, wow. And I still have the videos, and I look back at them on the days when I miss him, because nobody that loves you is ever going to treat you like that. But let me go ahead and tell y'all the rest of the story, because it gets worse. Now, when I say shit gets worse, I started finding out just little lies about him, and I just stayed. And what's so crazy is, by our 2nd month of dating, he was already moving into my space. And his reasoning when we would fight about this was because he had 2 cars, so why would I go get another car if we're boyfriend and girlfriend, and I could just use his cars, and he could just live with me instead of paying rent at his place, you know? So originally he told me that he was living with his aunt, and he was going to be moving into his mom's house, and, you know, he was going to leave some stuff at his mom's, and then, you know, he was just going to come stay with me, you know, on the days when, you know, we wanted to be under each other. In fact, that was not his fucking house. Y'all, this man had me downstairs waiting at another house while he was moving his out. This man told me that this house was his auntie house, and this lady was his auntie. Now, I never met this. I never met her. I didn't even really know who the was until his daughter ended up opening her mouth when he went to jail. So I didn't find out that this was not this man auntie until after he went to jail. He went to jail in December of 2023. So y'all do the math. We were together in March of 2023, and then he went to jail December 2023. So our relationship really didn't last long. It lasted so long because I still stayed with him while he went to jail. But that's another story, okay? We're going to get to that part later. This man was lying to me. I'm thinking this lady is his auntie. No, she in fact was a woman that was helping him after he got out of jail, and he was staying with this lady. This man lied through his teeth. And even then, when I confronted him about it, he still was telling me that this lady was his auntie. Y'all, what I tell you, women are crazy nowadays. So for you to have me downstairs at a woman's house while you moving to come live with me, oh no, you got it. I didn't. Now, if I would have knew this back then, when this happened, I would have definitely left him. But I didn't find this stuff out until months later. Imagine how baffled I was, y'all. And it's coming from a child. It's not even coming from him. It's coming from a child. And I gotta get confirmation from your mama. And your mama telling me, girl, he ain't got no aunties that live up here. Y'all. So this man did not have any aunties that lived in Chicago. His family lives in a whole nother state, like his aunts and stuff. So that was a lie. But I didn't find out that lie until 8 months later when he went to jail in December 2023. Now, what's crazy is as time went on, so we were together from March of 2023 to December of 2023, like in person. Y'all, when I tell you this man lied about almost everything, he had these 2 cars. He had a Porsche and an Impala. These were car notes, and these car notes were not paid. I ended up finding that out later once I had to start hiding them when I would drive them. So you guys kind of see where it started to go. Like, he was putting up this facade like he was really that. He was in fact broke. He was broke and got my stuff. I had a full-time job. I was working at home. I had a work-from-home job, and I was doing radio. I had a part-time gig at the radio station in Chicago. So I kind of was just doing like my own thing for it, and then I had my wine business. So I always had my own money. I didn't need him for money. I just honestly was at the time. I didn't have a car anymore because I had just lost my car because I started talking to him, and I got hit by somebody. As soon as I started talking to him, that was my sign right there. I should have left his alone, but I did not. Y'all, it started to get to the point where he started to want his kids to come over to my house. And me, I had a 3-bedroom house by myself. I never lived with anyone. I had my own crib that I prayed for because I used to sleep on couches and shit. I was living in my mama's basement at one point at 20 and 21. And I was like, I got to get out of my mama's house. And God blessed me with a 3-bedroom house. And y'all, I let this man come into my house and he destroyed my house. Like, when I tell you this man ripped the door off the hinges, he was breaking all kind of holes in my house. Like, broke my sink in the bathroom, threw my microwave into the wall, broke my tables. Like, this man really was destroying my house and still had the audacity to ask me if his kids could come over on the weekends that he get them. No, his kids was my blinds. Y'all, when I tell you I was 25 at the time and I had it up to there. Like, and when I tell you the fights would be because of that. Like, you destroying my shit and then you want me to deal with you and your kids? No, you gotta go and they gotta go because I'm not dealing with it. If I wanted kids, I would have had my own. I'm 25 and I don't got time for this. Y'all, I say all that to say I still say we listen and we don't judge. But I'm gonna give y'all part 2 now.
We listen and we don't judge, but girl, the signs were written on the wall. They were written on the car. They were written. I'm glad she learned her lesson though, because my goodness, God sends you lessons and you either learn from them or you don't. And she learned from hers. What do y'all think about this story? Put it in the comments below.